Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris here, founder of Rooted Music. And at Rooted, our goal is to help you learn to play the music that you love by coaching you on the why and not just the what. And in today's video, we have an amazing tips and tricks kind of video for you to help you learn to play your instrument that much better, that much more fluid and fluent. And before you jump into the video, to the teaching here today, I'd love for you to subscribe to our channel, where you'll see many more tutorials of worship songs that you love and many more tips and tricks just like this to help you become more fluid and fluent on your instruments. So let's go ahead and dive into the teaching.
Hello, thank you for joining. My name is Shane Cole, and I teach with Rooted Music, and I play bass and guitar and things like that. And I just wanted to take a moment and give you a tip/trick on just like tone with bass. And it's really not even much about gear as much as it is about kind of just little things you can do on your bass. So if anyone's curious, this is a 1977 P bass. She's named Bailey after the person that used to own it, great friend, well, a child of a friend of mine. And so it's an old P bass. I got one pickup to work with, one volume and one tone. I do love the way P basses sound because this is going to sound interesting, but they're not super bassy. They're kind of like mid-rangey, and it feels really good in the mix, like especially in a live setting, like in the PA. I really like the way P basses sound. But there's a zillion basses out there, and I have your kind of standard, most common round wound strings on here. You know, there's all kinds of different strings and things like that. You could put flat wounds on there. They're darker and mellower and smoother, and the sustain is a little different. But I like these because they'll, I think you can do a little more with these. You can be a little more, you can diversify your sound a little bit. So let's just talk a little bit about tone, okay? Personally, I, especially when you're talking about worship or, you know, pop music or rock, like maybe not hard rock, but you know, your everyday listener, the stuff your everyday listener is going to listen to, just middle of the road intensity music, but very much in the church. I like to always have just a little bit of dirt or gain on my channel. So I'll use a DI box, a direct box that has the option to put a little dirt in there, kind of like what an amp would do. A lot of amps, if you play hard, they'll break up, and you'll just get this almost, distortion is probably the wrong term, but like an overdriven dirtiness to the sound. So, for example, if my volume's all the way up and my tone is up, and I play light, we would call that clean. But if I dig in and play hard, and I'm kind of back here by the pickup, so the string is just really hitting hard, you can kind of hear some dirt and some gain on there. And what's cool about that is, if you were to reference a really clean tone in a PA versus a slightly dirtier tone in a PA or in front of house mix or whatever, just the slightest amount of dirt will actually help you just poke through and kind of stand out in the mix and just give your bass a little bit of detail. Definitely don't overdo it unless the genre kind of calls for it. Like if you're doing something hard rock, or something super left of center indie rock, you might want a fuzzy bass tone, but I'm kind of talking about that in between space. So, tone up, lots of volume. Try to have your gain set to where if you back off and you play with less intensity, it's clean. And if you play hard, it breaks up a little bit. Cool. And then the other thing, don't forget you have a tone knob. Just check this out. If I turn my tone down, I get this totally different world of sound, and it's really cool to, you know, try to incorporate your tone knob into a song or a set or whatever. You know, if there's like something that's supposed to be really mellow, try rolling your tone back counterclockwise and just see if that tone helps you play, but you know, give you this new palette of sound, just to create a special moment. So don't forget that little thing. And yeah, and you know, like if you're, let's say it's like altar call moment, or you don't want to reach down and adjust the gain on your DI box, and you want to just you want to mild out your tone a little bit. Don't forget you have a volume knob too when you do that. obtrusive in nature. So, and then the only other thing I'd say is, don't forget you have this high region up here, and you can get this really nice mid-range and really nice mellowness, especially in combo with rolling your tone back. So don't forget that stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you get lots of use out of it. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Well, hey guys, I hope you really enjoyed that tip or trick here today as we implement that into your instrument of choice. I would love for you to subscribe to our channel where you'll see so many more of these tips and trick kind of videos, as well as other tutorials of amazing worship songs that you know and love. Thanks so much for joining us.